Well, we are on our way, and let's get this window up so you can hear me a little bit better. I'm nervous. How weird is that? I feel like we've been just obviously sat in one place. I've not done much driving, but then moving away from what feels like a safety net at Willow Field to being far away from there seems a bit strange. I have got resources galore to help me, and of course I've checked with everybody that I need to check with at the hospital that this is actually okay. And they just said it's all down to me, really. So you know, it is one of those things. But yeah, it's weird. Definitely nervous, and I don't know why. It's like when I think about what it is, am I nervous about the drive, or am I nervous about the park ups, where we're going, how long we're going for, seeing family again? I don't know. So yeah, anyway, we'll deal with that. I've told John, so John is aware that I might be a little bit more delicate. Or
it looks like we're going right past Dad as well, but at the pothole junction we're going left around the back of the airport and that way.
We've never been that way before. No,
I think it's trying to take us on the A1 though, because it's like, okay, but it says there's road closures, so it's like, I don't want to try and tell it not to go that way just in case we end up getting diverted off anyway.
This is true, and the A1 is better than a motorway because at least it's like loads and loads of lay-bys if I need to stop. Yeah,
Loads of exits to normal roads and that as well.
Alright, smashing. Well, there we go.
How are you doing for fuel?
I have just over half a tank.
That's the same as me then, so we'll be alright today.
I should hope so.
Turn left onto Epworth Road, A161.
Right, so let's get going. So I found myself at somewhere familiar. Not as familiar for you, is it?
Well, I'm next to you, so that's familiar.
Yes, it is. You know, this is the little car park that I stayed in when I watched the Air Tattoo. Before I was kindly given my ticket by Ben, so I could go in.
Who we met at the NEC, remember?
Yes, we did. We met him at the NEC. Mm-hmm. And we have our Park and View tickets available on Thursday. And gates open at 6 in the morning, so we're going to go and get some nice early morning parking spots.
Park up and nap.
Yes, park up and get a coffee and nap, I think, at that point. But we're going to try and go for the east entrance, because you can either do east or west on the runway, but the east apparently has merch. That seems to be the only difference, doesn't it? But it seems a little bit bigger, and it seems to be the end where they land, the west, unless there's something massively different with the wind. The west doesn't get used that often, so we've already seen something big land, haven't we? But we didn't kind of catch it in time to see what it was.
Big wingspan
That looked like they could move, I thought.
If only, one or both of us had like a really good camera with a really big zoom.
We literally just parked up. I think you were still looking for somewhere else to go and park because it's too noisy for you.
It was a bit. Yeah.
So there was no chance at that point to see anything. And look, the rain looks like it's coming down over there now. It's just starting to leach out of the sky.
Yeah.
You see, so going to get rained on very shortly. But yeah, this is good for me. It means we've got a day of watching them come in tomorrow. Thursday, then we've got watching them at the actual thing, and then maybe come back here and see what we can see at the weekend.
At least on Saturday or something.
Yeah. So yeah. So that's the plan. So for now, I think I'm going to get myself a cup of coffee.
All right, cool. See you later.
See you. Oh, the nerds are out. Oh, there's so many flies as well out there. But yeah, it looks like they're using the same landing as last time, so they're coming right across here. So I've had like 7 planes this morning, which is good. But I've been having breakfast and getting set up, so I've not had a chance to do anything. Oh, he's got his big zoomy lens out. So I have just had the awful news that a guy I used to work with, who, I don't know, about 20 years ago, maybe, had some chatty, know-it-all gobshite of a newbie sat next to him, and he had to teach me everything. And he had to sit with me for 15 years. You know, we had our ups and downs and stuff as you do in the kind of environment we were in, but we also laughed a lot, like a lot. And as it is when you kind of sat with people who, you know the lives and the kids and everything. And he died today of cancer with no treatment. I don't know. I've not spoken to him since I left because I'm terrible. I mean, I won't put the ADHD card on that one, but it's a big thing. But you know, it was just one of those things. But not wanting at all to turn it around for me, because it's just so incredibly sad for his kids and his whole family and work. You know, because it was like a big family. Everyone been there for so long, and it's just so ridiculously awful, just awful. But coming from where I am right now, like, survivor's guilt is ridiculous. That I didn't even get to start treatment, you know. I don't know. Anyway, so there's that. Well, good morning. It is currently 26 minutes past 6 in the AM. And we have got to the park and view. And it's not as I imagined it in my head. They sell the tickets as, like, obviously you can get right next to the runway and watch all the planes arriving. What it doesn't say is you can't drive there. So we're kind of parked at the back of where all of the
How many lols I'm having right now?
I'm recording. Honestly, I can't do anything. So we're
Call
coming.
yourself a YouTuber?
Bugger off, honestly. So we're kind of parked. I don't know if you can see through there. So that's where the show is itself, with all the stalls, and there's a one of these, whatever you call it, where you sit in it and it takes you round and round and round and round like that. There's one of them anyway over there. So we're kind of parked there, and everybody's walking past and walking around the front. They were going to park us, because we're the tallest vehicles, they were going to park us right at the back. And I had to mention that I'm going to struggle walking to wherever we have to walk anyway, because of how far we'd driven in. So was there any way that I could, you know, park a little bit closer? And they were lovely. So we're literally parked right by the gates where you leave the parking area. But it still looks like it's going to be a little bit of a walk. So we're just watching the copious amounts of equipment that people are taking with them to go to this park and view. So I'm going to jump out of my van in a minute and speak to one of the officials and just ask him how far the walk is, because that might be the thing that means I have to stay in my van. Bearing in mind that John saw me. We went to Asda on the way here the other day. And I just told him, as a normal day, I'm like, don't hang around for me, babe. You just go get your stuff and come out again. And I'd walked around Asda, and I'd had to go back in for something else and come back out again. And then as I was doing that and carrying my bag, I had to slow down a lot, and I could tell I'd overdone it a little bit with just walking, you know. So he had to. He literally, well, he didn't even. I didn't even have to motion to him or anything. He just jumped out of his van and ran over to me and took my bag off me. So it'll be interesting to see how long the walk is, because I can't be stupid or anything now, can I? So. But even if I was to walk out from here and just go straight forward, which I'll show you in a second, it's still wonderful. There's two F-18s. Are they F-18s? Maybe F-18s. Some Hornets there. The Red Arrows is just there. There's a Canadian Globemaster just there. So yeah, and the B-52's here again. So it'd be nice if that does anything today. Although it did arrive yesterday, so I don't think there will be. But yeah, we'll see how this one pans out, because it'll be the walking that does it for me. Wonder if I could ride my bike.
Oh no.
Bloody jet wash!
What?
Jet wash! Cheeky little buggers, honestly, sneaking up on you like that. So I think summer's finally found us a little bit, at least just for today.
Not complaining.
No, not at all. It is, it's warm, because this is just cool. What are you going to do, mate? That Inception.
B-roll John for the day.
B-roll John. He's doing all my filming for me, apart from if you see some dodgy, shaky phone camera stuff, that's me. And all the good stuff's John. But we thought we'd actually come down to the actual viewing bit, because we have looked out where we're parked at the moment, and this is what you get. So it's literally a field with a few catering jobbies in it, where you can get really close. That side behind me there is where the planes will come in and land on the runway. But yeah, it's pretty good.
That's what you call showing off, isn't it?
Oh, yes.
Hey, look at me, nearly stole my plane. I know what I'm doing.
And then everyone's like, oh. Yeah, very cool. Right, so that I think is us almost done for the day. I still think that we've had a pretty good... It's not going to show you through there. And there we go. A pretty good view considering where we parked up. It's much better from the vans, even though obviously you are closer down that end. But it was hot. There was no shade. And it was very busy. So
the
it was...
overall view is more limited as well down there.
Yeah, you
We've
literally
got
can
a
just
better
see...
elevation of the view from the top of the benefit, or top bottom, either way,
Yeah.
what you do it.
From one end of the runway down a bit.
That's better. English and words.
English and words. But yeah, so it's been a lovely experience, especially when all the pilots have been actually practicing and putting on a show and stuff as well, haven't they? So we weren't expecting that at all. We thought they were just coming in and landing.
Yeah, that's what it's like explained to me,
Yeah, that's what
isn't
they advertise it as, isn't it? Is it's going to be for planes that are just coming to land, like for arrivals. So, yeah, so it has been a lovely little day. So we've chosen a different park up because John is fed up of not sleeping at that park up that we're...
Yes. Two things. Cat's eyes, ba-dum-ba-dum-ba-dum-ba-dum-ba-dum, all the way through the night. And my van on a corner of a speedy road looks like a police camera van.
Yeah, it's very true.
So people are beeping and things like that.
Yeah. Yeah. So John's not enjoyed it, so we found another little one, haven't we?
Important, don't we?
It's nothing important.
No.
So we're going to go find something else. And tomorrow we're going to, is it Lakeside?
Yeah, Lakeside Park and View or something.
Lakeside Park and View, which is only just down the road from here, isn't it? Just literally like 2 minutes. And it's £5 to park all day per van.
It is, yeah. From, I think it's something like 6 in the morning till 7 at night or something like that.
Yeah, and looking on their Facebook page, they say that it never gets full. So, because people are like, oh, I need to book. And he goes, honestly, there is so much room. It's never full. So that should be good as well. So a nice bit of thing.
Yeah.
For a £5, somewhere to stay, see some planes, actually probably get a bit of work done if I'm feeling up to it. So yeah, good. There's the plan. Just have to wait for your parcel still.
Yeah, been delayed slightly.
Yeah, but that's a story for another time. Well, good morning. As soon as I do that, John decides to be noisy, of course. So this is us today. This field is the Lakeside View, is it? Yeah. Lakeside View Park and View. So this year it's a chance to try out a few different ways of seeing Riyadh. So obviously we had the Riyadh official Park and View yesterday, where we got to see lots of really good things. Whereas this one today is Friday and it's Airshow day, even though it is a reduced Airshow day. I think it's 10 till 3 for the Airshow. However, the runway is perpendicular with those trees there. And we're on the opposite side of Riyadh to where we've normally been, or to Fairford for where we've normally been. So the planes always seem to do all the manoeuvres to the rear of the runway, towards like over the hangars and the fields behind them, which is where we are right now. So it's £15 per vehicle for the whole day. You get hot dogs and burgers, donuts and crepes, don't you know? There's toilets around everywhere, but of course we don't need them. And the sun is shining, the canopy is out, and because it's a slightly restricted day today, we're going to get some work done while we're waiting.
Well, we've still got internet before everyone arrives.
Yes, that's the point. Everyone sucks the internet away. So yeah, I'm going to get my second coffee. I've only had one so far.
Oh, that explains it then. I like to live dangerously. The spice of life.
So John was a lovely man. He was. I don't know if you knew, he was very, very helpful, and then he just pushed his luck just that little bit too far. And on that note, I'm going to get my chair out.
Ooh, food.
How did that happen?
Nice breakfast though, isn't it?
Very, very nice. And reasonably priced, I think, really, for what you get.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But I was telling the ladies in there, said, you know, come in a camper van. I said, with loads of food, but it's far better when someone else makes it for you.
Oh, yeah. Planes now.
Yeah.
Just need some planes.
Airport Roger, continuing leading with 104 to parking. Uptime 0 November Golf Air ground book 700 for exit start approved QNH 1015 QFE 1005.
think of the field parking for £15? Not £5, was it? It was £15.
Yeah. I mean, we've done the Park and View official React one, which was okay, but we looked out with the parking, and apart from that, it just seemed hot and lots of walking and packed and whatnot. And obviously, last year I did the actual show itself, which was, well, it was raining on that one, but like lots of people and lots of walking and hardly anywhere to sit down and all of that. And here, you buy your van, there's food,
Yeah, toilets.
and you got loads of space, and it's 15 quid a van.
And
So-
literally the other side of the tree line is the runway, so you're getting everything that everyone else is getting.
I mean, most of the planes bank round to go round again and bank over this field. I've never had so many planes fly over my head before. And you definitely don't get that when you're actually at the show either. So I think we saw way more today than I did at the show, because I'm not going to go and go to the front fence and stay there for the whole day just to make sure I've got my spot. So, yeah, this is a winner, and this I'll do again.
Yeah, cool. Nerdfest complete.
Yeah.
Be-roll John duties over and out.
Thank you very much, sweetheart.